It's not what you did, son, that angers me, sir. It's who you did it to.
Who? The nobody?
That nobody is John Wick.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top. Yo, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you. Always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality is tragedy, bro.
Good evening or morning or afternoon or whatever time it is. Welcome to the John Wick Minute, where we analyze, scrutinize, and celebrate the John Wick movie 1 minute at a time. I'm Samuel.
I am Seth.
And I'm Steven.
And I did that without a script. You should be proud of me. Today we're celebrating... No, I didn't.
It's okay.
Today we're celebrating minute 34. 31.
What?
Just kidding. We're going to go 31, 32, 33, 34.
Did it without a script.
Yep.
Look at him go.
This is why we do scripts. Listen, I took a week off, okay? Don't judge me. Today, we're focusing on minute 31, which starts with John Wick dodging a knife or something, like pulling back, dodging a guy, and ends with him beginning to open the door
Okay.
to his house.
Dude, you are incorrect completely. You jumped ahead a minute. Minute
Oh,
31 starts with John Wick executing someone, and it ends with him breaking the dude's neck on the kitchen counter.
That's 30. 30 to
No.
31 is 30.
No, we've
30 to
guys,
31.
Okay,
is
I would
31.
just like
It's
you
centuries.
all. I would like you all to remember we've been through this before with him a few times. For those of you who have been listening since the beginning, he has a hard time keeping track of how the minutes work.
So, if you say minute 31, that means, hey, this is the
31st
First minute,
minute.
as in I am in my 32nd year, but I am only 31.
It's centuries.
It's
you
the same way.
You go to college and study old manuscripts and stuff, don't you? You know centuries and how
I
they
get
work.
centuries. I
That's-
just don't go through the minutes.
This is century.
It's literally the same thing.
The 18th
Whatever.
minute is the 17 to 18.
Yep. Or in this case, 30 to
18th century.
31 is the
That's right.
31st minute.
It's a good thing nobody listens to this podcast.
That's actually not true.
We have a few
A few
listeners.
hundred people do.
Well, they don't make very far
200?
into the
No,
video.
we
Not the
have,
whole way
like,
through.
Yeah,
they watch the opening montage.
exactly.
and they
That's
do not
about it.
Listen to
that's right.
anything
But
we
we
say.
do have Spotify plays,
There we go.
so we have people on
Does it
audio
show,
paying
like,
attention.
how long they play? Like, is it like 5 seconds?
No, but it's fairly consistent, so I'm assuming, other than like the three of us. But I don't listen.
Consistently
I don't
5
listen to it on
seconds?
Spotify.
I listen to Apple Podcasts, which register on Spotify.
Right, yeah.
Podcasters.
No, we get like. Yeah.
Is it bad if I don't listen to our program?
Probably. Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
just don't
good
know.
actually, because that means we're not counting you as one of the listeners when we're looking at our analytics.
I was watching them. I just simply have so little time right now. I will in June though. I'll be able to listen to us all the time. Not that anybody in their right mind would do that.
No, yeah.
But anyway, back to not the minute I said.
Correct.
Pause. Hold that for tomorrow, because that's what's happening tomorrow. Today's minute is what Seth said.
Yes.
Sure.
I don't remember what it was.
Executing a guy and ends with breaking a guy's neck.
On the counter, like.
So executing a guy.
Yes, that's
So
where
it
it
begins
starts.
with executing a guy and ends with executing
And
a guy.
Since we've already
Okay.
messed up, I have to correct the last minute, which first off didn't upload properly.
Which I can't be held responsible for because I was not here.
Correct. Something went wrong with the rendering. It said it completed the render and it did not render it all the way, so it cuts off early. I will fix that when I get a minute. However, I counted one guy twice. Actually, I didn't count one guy twice. I just skipped from 6 to 8. I missed counting number 7. So in the last minute, he only killed 8 guys, not 9. Just
So
clarification.
numbers is the thing for all of us, apparently.
I was also tracking his bullet count. That's how I got confused, because his bullet count goes up higher than the bodies, and it threw me off. But
At least I know that 7 comes after 6. That's
Correct.
all
That being said, right after he executes this guy, we see two more guys walking through the house. And then we get a shot of John watching them through a reflection. Since Sam didn't listen to the last minute, I explained how these guys are using their tactical lights all wrong, and that enables John to have a tactical advantage pretty much every time he engages them.
Yeah, namely, they're using them.
Correct. They're using them to search instead of like
Right.
blind people.
Yeah, some people do not get about tactical lights. They are not for searching.
Correct.
Do you think these guys studied the layout of John's house so like they know where to go or any? Because I mean, he also has the home field advantage of knowing his house really well.
Well, I don't know. These guys are really bad at their job, so probably not.
That's true.
We already decided these are Tahoe guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Tahoe guys.
So
Well, which is surprising, right? Because he said, "Take like how many guys do you got?" So are these his guys or are these Mayhem's
I'll
guys?
stake.
they're guys that Mayhem guy could hire on the spot. So they might be Vigos, they might not be. It's like a last minute kind of, we need you to
It was
hurry
like-
up and do this.
It was like that episode of The Office where Dwight just pulls up to the guys. Are you un bueno worker? Si, yo soy un bueno worker. Like grab some guys off the street.
And he
I
gets
need
the only
some
white
day
guy.
laborers. I need some day laborers.
Yes.
High pay,
High risk.
not OSHA certified.
Don't
No
need
benefits.
a work visa.
Yeah,
Under the table.
All of that. So,
yes, all of them.
Under
All
the
of them.
high table.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Ah.
There you go.
Okay, so John dispatches these two guys quite quickly. He jumps out at them, shoots the one guy in the chest, and then literally jumps on him and rides him down to the floor. And as he does, he shoots the other guy twice, once in the chest, one in the head.
He Black Widows him.
Yes.
That's what he does.
Except he doesn't do the twirl around, not quite as fancy as Black Widow.
Yeah.
But yeah, he like jumps on him.
Far less fancy and far
Parkour.
less leather.
And far less what?
Leather.
Yeah.
Or
Sadly.
stockings or
Just
mini
Italian
skirts.
suits.
Yeah, sadly.
He wore enough leather in his other famous action
Oh,
series.
that's true. That's
So
true.
after he dispatches these two guys, the body count is up to 12, and he's at 19 bullets. Sorry, that's not true. Body count is 10. He's at 15 bullets. I jumped ahead in my notes. Okay, he then engages another guy, and he shoots once and misses. The first miss he's had in this show, or this sequence, I mean. He fires 2 shots through the wall, which this was kind of cool, but also kind of stupid. Because how the heck does he know the guy didn't like back up 1 foot more? He can't hear. This is just pure like movie luck.
Yeah.
He just blasts,
Yes,
and he's not
that's game,
aiming.
yeah.
He shoots under his arm. Pow, pow, pow! Twice.
Kind of one of my favorite kills of the whole
Oh,
movie,
it's really
though.
cool, but it's also the least realistic up to this point. He's just like,
Where he shoots
pow,
into
pow.
the
Yes, bullets traveling through walls is realistic, but he doesn't aim, and he hits him both times through the wall. Like, yeah, but how did he know the guy was right there, like perfectly lined up with where he's gonna shoot under his arm? It was just pure luck.
thin drywall. You know, so it's like, okay, I could.
The wall's like 6 inches thick.
Yeah, I don't know.
Either
No.
way,
I had actually paused this moment to take a brief note, and I caught it exactly in a muzzle flare. That is one of the problems. The muzzle flare does not look good in this.
Oh, you know why, right?
Because it's all CG.
right? Because they couldn't actually fire blanks in close quarters like this. They had to go
Right.
back in and CG the muzzle, everything.
Right, but if you do pause, the guy just basically has like a fairy globe painted around him. Like, end of all it is. It's
Yeah,
not,
that's actually something Corridor, as we've mentioned them, I think 3 times now, but they
Okay.
went back and put in more realistic gun
okay.
muzzle flashes and
did
whatnot. They did.
I need to
yeah.
see that.
Yep.
That sounds cool.
Okay, so now after he finishes this guy, which, by the way, he first has to roll around with him after shooting him twice because he's out of bullets, rolls around with him, throws him through a glass door, starts his reload, then engages hand-to-hand and rolls around with him, throws him out the glass door, finishes his reload, and then pops him off screen. So that's 12 guys and 19 bullets. Then the last two, which he doesn't kill both in this minute. Sorry, guys. He engages one guy in hand-to-hand combat. They're struggling for their guns. Another guy pops around the corner. John is able to get another no-aim shot off and hit this guy in his body armor. And then in the struggle, he drops his gun somewhere. So that's 20 bullets. He engages back with this other guy hand-to-hand, and as the guy he just shot, this confused me. I watched it 3 times to make sure. The guy he shot, who he hit in the chest, falls to the ground. But we see him get back up and start running into the kitchen. He leaves his gun and flashlight on the ground where he got shot. And he reaches for this other guy's gun, or John's gun, which is now on the ground, and John kicks it away. So then he runs for the kitchen knives. All while that's happening, John judo flips this guy onto the kitchen counter and karate chops his neck, which is pretty epic, and that's where the minute ends.
Well, what we do know is at least he has a backup job as a chiropractor.
Yeah. This reminded me of a scene... Oh, Terminator 3. Because she does the whole heel kick. Do you remember that?
Do you know how many times I've watched that one? Like twice.
Yeah, I
very good.
watched the second so much more than I watched 1 and 3.
I watched the third one and fast forward everything that's not an action scene.
That's fair.
But the action scenes are still fun.
To be honest, the only thing I can remember the third is the coffin.
Well, that's about it. Pretty great part, and there's been a lot of memes about that.
Yeah, that's about all I can remember about the third.
But anyway, yeah, it's pretty great. Brutal. The most brutal death to this point, for sure.
Yeah. I was thinking about the fact that he broke the guy's neck. It was making me think of, I know there's another movie where he breaks a guy's neck or where someone breaks a guy's neck in a weird way. Yeah, it's John Wick 3 with a book. So,
yes.
Well, does he? No, he doesn't break his neck with the book, does he? I don't remember now.
Beats it in his face.
Yeah, that's right.
He does a lot of things with that book.
Doesn't he put it sideways, put his neck on it, like smack his head? I don't remember.
He does something.
I don't remember.
It's pretty
We'll
brutal.
get there in a couple of years.
We'll get there. Yeah.
Hey, we're making good progress on this.
We actually are making a really good time. So much better than my other podcast.
5 minutes at a time. We can literally clock when we will be at John Wick 3.
Yeah. Ready?
Unless we take
my phone's up there.
Hiatus between films.
Nope, hiatuses are dumb. That's what throws you off. So let me run time
from first-hand
John
experience.
Wick.
Yes.
We don't need to figure this out.
Okay, so the
Still on
runtime of
hiatus.
John Wick is 101 minutes. So we are 31
weeks
into this.
technically.
Yeah. So we could do 2 movies in 1 year. So 1 year's time we could be working on John Wick 3.
My gosh.
Not too bad.
Honestly, we are making extremely good time. I'm shocked.
I need to go home and rethink my life.
Is that it? That's all I have for
That's
this.
all we have for this minute.
Or
It's
this
more
minute.
combat.
That's where it ends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
this is why those
karate.
infographs are hard, because it's not as easy to count these things as you would think, apparently, because we're going to come up to some conflict of numbers here in a couple of minutes.
No, we're not. I corrected my numbers. I went back and recounted. We all have the same numbers.
How many guys
now.
died?
There is a conflict of
How
numbers.
many guys
there
died?
is. My bad. 13?
in the movie itself.
Yeah,
Yes.
in the movie itself, there's a conflict, but
Yes.
not for
Yeah,
the
that's
people
what
who
I'm talking
counted
about.
it. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying that this is why it's hard. Even the filmmakers didn't count right.
Yeah. Somehow this passed the writing table.
But we're not there yet. We'll get there.
No. All right. Well, that's all I have for this minute.
Ditto.
And if you guys are done, we'll come back tomorrow, reconvene for the minute I tried to do. But you guys shut me down. So we hope that you will listen past the intro on the YouTube videos. And you can find us on Apple, Spotify, wherever I guess you do podcast thingies. And we
Spotify
hope
and
you'll
YouTube
join
have video.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
And we hope that you will join us tomorrow for
The
John
John
Wick
Wick Minute. Yep, we totally did that better without him.
So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks. We out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized. We out here making posters and we ain't got nothing to hide. We move forward like soldiers.